cupcakes. How are we doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? And you, Mustang Koi Australia, go over and check out my man Jens. He's got a wicked pond. He's got 5 acres of land and he's only got 1 pond. What's going on, Mustang? Oh, choo-choos. But yeah, go over and check Mustang out. Give him a sub, give him a comment, tell him the Twisted One sent ya, and let's see if we can get this Australian man up to 100 subs. I know we can do it between us. We got a wicked community, so let's get our heads together and get a fellow KoiTuber up to 100 subs to make him happy. How about that? Well, today is going to be a day of filter cleans and media to start with. Ooh. There we go, mug number 61, thank you very much, Shrewsbury Koi. With some old pictures of koi on the back. Cheers very much, Rich. It was cracking catching up with you the weekend. Finally, caught up with quite a few people I've never met before, finally, and it was absolutely awesome. Oh fuck, what was the dude? The old boy that was with you, Rich. Oh, what a character. And did you buy that fish in the end? I hope so, because it was fucking stunning. But yeah, cracking pair of guys. And I mistakenly thought him as Rich's dad because he had a Shrewsbury Koi t-shirt on. I was like, oh, is this your dad? And he's like, no, this is my neighbour. Oh, put my head down. Anyway, yeah, so I've started getting some micro into the bio bin. That's taken fucking ages to start the bio about. The ickle ones in here are doing well. Skim it machine is working absolutely fucking fabulous. These are munching out on Gammarus at the moment. That one's going to be cracking. We will get some of them in the bowl, but I've got to clean this one and then I've got to empty it because one of the connections at the bottom is not working how it should do, and when I'm boiling, instead of getting this circular motion here, I don't know whether it's the joint on the inside or the joint on the outside, but I got bubbles coming up this area here which is stopping the circular motion on this one when it's cleaning. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a clean as best I can the way it is. I'm going to empty the media out and then I'll sort the fucking airline out and we'll get it back in. But what I will do, Crafty Pete, is I will put some new media right at the bottom first, and then I'll pack all the new old media on top of it, and then that should help that new media mature, ready for cleaning in about 4 days time. You never know, I might even put a little bit extra in there and take some of the media out of here and chuck it in there, because I can't chuck it in there yet because I've got to empty this one as well. And the reason I've got to empty this one is because I've lost one of my air stones, and it's boiling lovely on the one air stone, but it needs the 2. So I need to get that done, so once I've got all the media in there that's going to go in there and work comfortably, then it's all getting sealed exactly like I did that one over there. It's got the air gaps, it's got air gaps around there because of the grill, and it's got a hole in the top to gas off as well. So I will put a clear plate on there with a hole in the top, and then that will get sealed. And then when funds are available, if I manage to recycle some wood, I'll box this front in and I'll get that insulated, and then I'll do the same with the front of the Easy Pod as well. So in effect, I'll be coming along there with some boxing, but making room to get to slide valves and stuff, just so I can get it completely insulated all the way round, and then it will stop the heater coming on as much then, especially with the Perspex cover on it. Now usually I would have the cover off but at the moment in the shed here it is only 21.6 degrees. So yeah, if the room was 24, 25, then I'd take the lid off, because there's not going to be really much difference, if you see what I mean. So yeah, I've got this one out here. This one out here is boiling away, and as you can see, I've chucked a few cups of media in. This one again, it will just have to be done over time, and I'm just mixing the K1 Micro in with that one. There is a good possibility that is going to be coming down and will be changed for something else. Got something in the pipeline. So yeah, there's that one. And I moved the Harawaki back over because she is just way too big to be over there, and it's not fair on her. I did go down to Mars. Went down to Mars yesterday, took her the Kajaku out of the Tosai tank. Went down to get the fish that she had off me middle of the year last year, I think it was. And when she took it, it was an absolute pristine white Deutsch Platinum Ogon. It is now a beautiful Deutsch Kinki Matsuba. Honest to God, you wouldn't believe it. But as we were bowling it up, my old man's got one of them stainless steel spillway things that stick up. Yeah, out the bowl, bosh. Caught the top ray of its fucking tail, so yeah, I do some treatment on that. It's not looking too bad. But as you can see, it is absolutely pristine golden yellow. And like I say, Andy from Derby Koi had a Deutsch Platinum Ogon from the same spawning, from the same batch of fry, and yet his has stayed a Deutsch Platinum Ogon. And as you can see, that is a stunning Deutsch Kinki Matsuba. Now, talking about Platinum Ogons, I said to me ma about the Platinum Ogon that I got at the event. Thank you very much, Becky. And she's like, don't talk to me about Platinum Ogons. She got right up. I can see Platinum Ogon living with my mum. Oops. But yeah, while I had the treatment stuff out, I thought, right, I'll get the Tancho out, have a look at her, and possibly, oh look, it's fucking raining again. So much for fucking summer. So yeah, I thought I'd get Tancho out, check her over, because the side was looking really good, and then possibly get her back into the main pond. Got her into the bowl, looked at her side, healing lovely, absolutely beautiful. Could have done with another treatment, which it got, but then as I moved my hand down and she moved her pecs in, that joint right at the knuckle of the pec, yeah, all red and inflamed. Not fucking happy, not fucking happy at all. So yeah, so she had two treatments, one on the side, one on the pec knuckle, and then she went back in. That filter's cleaning now, so she'll get a fresh lot of water in a minute, and I'll chuck some more salt in. But everything else is looking pretty tickety-boo. Bit of tickety-poo over there, but they haven't had their sinking food yet. And maybe moving on the Tancho Goshki, and I may be moving on the Deutsch Tancho Achiba, and I also may be moving on, no, we know I'm definitely moving on the the Harawaki, which has put some fucking body on. I reckon that fish is going to be bigger than Betty, because Betty is about 7 years old now. She's just turned 2. I'm still not sure about this Deutsche Achiever. That one might be going as well. And I am contemplating moving on the Aragoke Deutsche Achiever from Cathay as well, that I picked up at the Secret Sankey event. Alright, I'll give you some mix. Or Munga mix. That's all you're getting because the skimmer's on. I'll keep them occupied for a minute. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. These are starting to feed well now as well. Still not coming up to the top, and they're still very jittery, but they are getting there slowly, but they're eating well. I think maybe what I'll do is may do a bit of an underwater thing in there a bit later on. So might do a little bit of underwater in all for you. Sterilising the phone in between. Antibacterial spray. Oh, almost over, topped up again. Good job on doing the clean, isn't it? That will give me a nice purge on the EasyPod. Yeah, someone said to me at the weekend, you really love your EasyPods, don't you? Like, yeah, they work. They do what they say on the tin. So, right, enough of my waffling, because I've got that one to clean out, that one to clean out, and both systems to start up, and I will come back to you. The side tank done. It's the IBC's tank's done. The growing on tank EasyPod is boiling now, and then when I empty that, I'm going to have to empty the EasyPod itself so I can get to the fittings. But digression aside, when I had the old Quick Shipper Fest here, not last week, week before that, or whatever, days just melt into one sometimes. Lady of the name Tina Williams gave me these 5 boxes and said, have you got a use for them? If not, find someone that's got a use for them. And what it is, it's 5 boxes, totally unopened, of a thing called Black Knight Wizard Fibre. And you mix it with your cement, and apparently, if you're rendering the inside of your pond, or maybe the outside of the pond, it stops it from cracking. So yeah, look. Fuck me, that would have been a lot of money back in the day. There you go, easy to use additive, makes your pond stronger, crack resistant. So if you want to render either the inside or the outside, then it's absolutely perfect. Mixing, typical mixing proportions: 5 litres of cement, 5 litres of sand, and 225 to 450 grams of fibres. How many grams is in the box? 1 kilo. So you've got, there's 5 kilos of that. So if there's anyone out there that can put it to use, then hit me up in the comments, chuck me some postage money, and I'll get it sent out to you. You're looking at about £8 to send the 5 boxes because of the size once you've packaged it up. So yeah, if that's any good to anyone, give me a holler. So yeah, you got 5 kilos of it there. So if it is any use to anyone, well then give me a shout. While I've been in there pissing around with the filters and stuff, I'm gonna have to, I can't do it right this minute, but when I empty the grown on tank of fish to do the next sort through, I'm gonna have to take the plate out of the bottom, and I'm gonna have to make the holes bigger. They are a little bit too small. It's not giving me enough draw when I purge the tank back into the Easy Pod, and it's looking a bit cloudy in there, and I think that's a part of it. It's not being able to draw enough as quick as it wants to, because it's got a brand new air pump on there as well. So yeah, when I'll have a chat with Susan, and when I decide that it's going to have to be this week or next week. But what I'm also thinking is that the best of the best can go in there, along with the best of the best out of here, and then everything else will go into there. I think that's about it for the minute. I'll pick you back up when I'm stripping down the Easy Pod, because I've got the same problem as, I think, with the same fitting on the skimmer Easy Pod. It's just not leaking to the point where it disrupts that counterclockwise flow to let all the heavy stuff settle to the bottom. So yeah, just before I sit down and start to enjoy my dinner, the bambinos in here are enjoying a rice snackaroo. Also clears the bottom of the pond as well. But yeah, that'll be gone in by the time I've eaten my dinner, to be totally honest. And then we'll get back in there. That's going like a good one, and I've been taking media out of there and putting it in there. I've taken as much as the new stuff out as I could. But I know I said I was going to empty it. I will empty it, but I want to get, if I can get enough in there with movement just from the one stone, when I get the second stone in there, it'll be no problem. I can then seal the bugger up. But yeah, it's that fit in there, being a bugger. So on that note, I'll pick you back up after me food.
The next day, 6 hours later.
Well, howdy doody, and it's Tuesday afternoon, and I've got the fucking hump. But I also see you, Eden Crow Pond. How are we doing? And no, I've not got the hump with anyone out there. I got the hump with this fucking growing on tank. Changed all the media around, got all that, got it up running last night, and I've come back this morning, and the actual liquid in the skimmit bucket hasn't changed. Nothing else has been touched, but I come down to that water loss. Now, when I went to bed, that water was sat about here. And now, it's down there. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn the air stones off for a minute, because it's kicked up a lot of sediment from the corners. I will let that settle, and then I will start taking water out of here, putting it into the filter systems, because they're both blocked off now. I've got this end blocked off down there. What I should have done, hindsight's always a bitch, is actually put a slide valve in between these two T's here. So yeah, so because I can isolate this down at the bottom, in fact, why didn't I just spin you? Yeah, because I can isolate there, I can isolate in between there, but I didn't get an isolation in there. Dickhead. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get water from here, which looks like a fucking snow globe at the moment. I'm going to get water from there, and I'm going to get it in the filter system just to keep the media alive. And then I'm going to, I've got water containers there, I've got bowl there, bowl there, bowl there, bowl there. Do you piss off? It probably been air jogging there. Get out of it. Go on. Get indoors. Go and lay down. Got a bowl there. Got bowls there. So, yeah. I'm going to try and keep as much water as possible, whether it's dirty or not. Then I'm going to have to catch all the fish up. So heaters have been turned off. Catch all the fish up, get them out, and get the last of the water out, or to a degree, I think I'm going to have to take all the water out if I do it. I'm going to do it properly, because I want to actually get some gold label in the folds and get them all sealed up. Toot sweet. And then I can get a bead round the edge of the inside as well. So yeah, that's the plan. And then what I plan to do is, while I've got the fish in the bowl and I've got decent daylight, I will have another go through, and what I will do is all the ones I want to keep will go back in there, and they will then go and I'm going to then go through these and decide which ones I'm going to keep, which ones I don't want to keep will go back in there, and the ones that I do will go into there, and then everything else will then go into there. They will be counted in so that I know exactly what I've got, and then I will know exactly what I've got to move on, because I know there's a few people out there wanting to buy some fry. So I'm going to get on with a bit of siphoning. Oh no, I have got a pump there, so I've just got to find the bit that goes on the end, and I'll get the water down as far as I can, and then I'm gonna get the green plate out, and I'm gonna have to make the holes bigger on there, so that will aid things. And then, like I say, I'm just gonna go slap happy with the OB1, and then I can put what water I have got back in, and then top up slowly from there. So, enough of my gun flapping. These are just finishing off their snacks. And been told I'm not allowed to get rid of the Deutsch Tancher, even though the brown is going from its head. Susan's in love with it, so it's got to stay put. So yeah. Enough of my gun flight.
He was looking for a soldier steel, but he was in a bind. He was way behind. He was looking to make a deal.
How are we doing, cupcakes? Yeah, I'm having a bit of a mad one. As you can see, I'm in the growing on tank, trying to scoop as many as I can. Susan took a big chunk out while I was upstairs trying to find me fucking waders, but there's still quite a few. Murkied up the water a bit, but we need to get that out. But I need to know that there is nothing in here, because I also want to try and get a bit of gold label or OB1 in the corners and block off these folds. And like I say, I've got to take that out, and I've got to drill a load more rolls in it, and then we shall go from there. But there's not much else I can say about doing my best not to hit the fucking mugs as well as everything else. But yeah, I've got some. This is the third lot. There's some pretty fish in there, but tell you, not all of them will be coming back in here, that's for sure. So, they're doing well out there. And as you can see, the barrels and bowls of water, just so I can put some proper water back in. I will take some out of the IBC tank and shift that over as well. But yeah, I'd say I'm about just over halfway. So yeah, I'm going to put you down and get back to my Devil Went Down to Georgia.
This stuff is really shit, but it's all I got of it. It's wet and it's cold.
But oh, the grimmage that when I back flushed the Easy Pod into the tank. Yep, there was some grimmage being held in there because the holes were too small, but I've been all the way round and I'm sure this is a 10mm bit. That's the hose on. Now I'll start emptying this lot back in, and then go through these, and then once I've gone through them, net them up and do the same. So yeah. And we're off. It's been one of them days, you know when you just want to fucking break shit. Oh, tune, break stuff, Limp Bizkit. Bow, 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 bow. Just one of those days. Yeah. Well, this will take a little while. I've managed to get this filled back up, and I've had a sort through the fry. I haven't counted any into the tank yet because they're still afloating, because even though they've been in the blue bowl out there, they're still sitting at about 18 degrees out there, and in there we are now sitting at 17.4. I'm surprised. Only 1/4 of it is what fucking came out of it. But fingers crossed, things sorted. I've got the holes in the bottom. I've got a real nice flow coming out of here now, definitely. Definitely got more flow, which tells me it's sucking a lot more in a lot quicker. So, like I say, I've been through the fry, and there they are there, and once the temperature in there is the same as the tank, I'll count them in. Probably put you on the tripod over here somewhere so that you can actually see them without the fucking strobing. They're hunky-dory. These are the ones that are going to be going over here. Now I'm going to see if I can get 52 fish netted up from out of the IBC tank and go through them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put the fucking fry net in for the minute and put them in the net until tomorrow. But I want to get it done out of the way, because I do want the best of these in the warm, the consistent warm. So yeah, I'm just going to take a few buckets out of here to put in there, and then I'll start doing them up by hand. And of course it'll be on camera, so it'll be recorded, so if I forget it, which I probably will, then I can just refer to this, can't I? So four, six, ten, 14, 16, 20, 24, 29, 30, 35, 40, 44, 45, 46, 48. I'm gonna put you down a second. Before the light drops on us, I'm going to take some water out of here, wash it in there. This place is so wet at the moment. Hang on there a second. I'll go and get the tripod. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, there we go. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put some in the bowl. Fucking blanket weed. I even had blanket weed on the inside tank. Blooming crazy. That got a pretty pattern on it. It's got a pretty pattern. Right. That is going nowhere. As in, that's not going back in the IBC tank. Neither is that one. Scaling on some of these is absolutely crazy. Looking a bit tubby. Alright, come on. Daylight's going. Come on, hurry up, you fucking... Here we go. You go in there. We'll have a look at these better when we go in there. That one can go straight in there. That's everyone in the bowl. If there's any more left in the tank, well then that's our cheese. Now that one is an instant because that was one of the 5 I came back with from New Forest. My metallic Benny guy. Get in the bowl, silly fucking fish. Not bad. Well, I really don't know at what point, right this moment in time, the phone died. So yeah, I ended up counting 96 back into the IBC tank, and I still think there was the odd 1 or 2 in there as well. So I'm gonna have to do this by hand because the tripod won't hold it. Hang on, let's see if I can get this stretched, because I'm plugged into the fucking charger at the moment, and the fucking extension lead swinging in the breeze. Let me get that side of the charger. Cop hold of the phone. No, extension lead wants to take it that way. Right. If I don't move, we should be able to pull this off. There we go. So. There we go. 1. Three, 4. Make that 10. 20. $26. Come on. $31. $35 in total. Oh, let's have a look at this one. The Ginrin one on this is on the Ginrin in this is unreal. This is one that I brought back from the latest visit from Ricky. But yeah. Nice little Ginrin Goshki, and really nice Calico Kajaku there as well. Oh bollocks, I've forgotten how many I said. But yeah, there'll be some pretty fish in there. And off they go, swimmity swim. Look, get the charger back up there. And zoom you out. Ah, there we go. We can hand that up there. Like so. And it is already starting to clear. And there's so much more flow coming out of there. And to be honest, there shouldn't be anything of the size to be able to go down into the bottom drain. They end up in the easy pod, fuck it, they end up in the easy pod. There's one that I gave the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully in the warm you'll get a little bit bigger, but there is definitely more of a current in there now, that's for sure. Oh my word, you are a bifter. You can go over to the IBC tank. Bastard. Wrong one. Really go. Probably gone straight down to the fucking bottom now. In fact, if I turn that off completely, which turns the air off, which should calm things down. Mind you, that's a fair old fucking flow going around there now. I mean, just look. Oh, there goes the extension lead. Because there's a current there. You can see him swimming against it, look. I'm not firing out of there. So, yeah folks, it's been the Tuesday from hell. Hopefully, come down in the morning and there won't be any water drop in there. But other than that, as always folks, I've been Twisted Koi, and you lot out there, you're always great. And I will catch you later on in the week.
That's all, cupcakes.